This episode was previously recorded in front of an imaginary studio audience.
Time for Fun Knife Friday!
Alright, all you knife chatters out there, your old pal Skip the Show coming back at you again with another Fun Knife Friday. And this is kind of a follow-up on last week's Fun Knife Friday. Now, if you didn't see last week's Fun Knife Friday, maybe you want to go back and see what was going on. It basically had to do with being asked the question of if you could only have 3 knives, and they said one folder, one small fixed blade, and one big fixed blade, something like that. 3 knives. And I did a video on that. I answered it 2 different ways. But what was curious is when I started reading the comments, I started looking to see what people were saying, and what they were really doing was asking, well, why didn't you choose this knife or choose that knife? Now, I ain't going to go into all the details of why I didn't choose this knife or that knife, other than the fact that maybe my medicine hadn't kicked in yet, or maybe I had overdosed on my medicine, something like that. I don't know. I know that any day I would do this, I'd probably come up with 3 different knives. And really what I talked about mostly was the 2 knives that are most handy around the place. And I'm not going to show them again. You want to see that, see last week's show. That's last week's business. What I came here to do today is show you the knives that people wanted to see. Because, well, they wouldn't have said, why didn't you show this knife if they didn't want to see it in that video? And so I figured, what the heck? You guys wanted to see them. You're going to see them. And these are 3 knives. 1, 2, 3. 5 knives. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's a bunch of them over here that you guys wanted to see. And the question was, why didn't you show this one? Or why didn't you choose this one? Well, like I said, I don't know. But one of them that somebody asked for, and it's an awesome knife, and everyone wants to see it, I know, is, why didn't you choose the Navaja? Yeah, buddy. And I don't have a good answer. I really don't. Because I thought about it, man, is this not a beautiful knife? Look at that thing. My rebel edge. This is a big old monster of a Navaja. Matter of fact, this blade is big enough to be, it could have been a substitute for my large fixed blade, because this blade is 9 inches long. Actually, a little over 9 inches long. So there you go. Talk about a big one. And you know, well, you got this lever here. You push this lever up, you loosen it up, and then you drop that blade down. Come on, drop blade. You can do it. Come on, you do it all the time. Still got all my fingers, all good. Yeah, but my Navaja. And listen to that thing ratchet out. Is that not cool? It is a fun knife. It's really a fun knife. And you can't beat it for fun. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, so my Navaja, I'd hate to get rid of this thing. I can't imagine getting rid of this thing. Somebody come up to me and say, I'll give you $500 for it. No, I didn't pay $500 for it. Probably ain't worth $500 either. But I ain't going to sell it for $500. I ain't going to sell it for $1,000. I'm going to keep this knife. I like this knife. And speaking of a knife that somebody's asking about, there's no way I could get rid of this one either. Let's face it, I just couldn't. You know why? This was like the knife that launched Skip the Show's Fun Knife Friday. The high roller. Yeah, buddy. By Blackjack International. Look at all them dice on that handle. And then the custom sheath that was made by Tobias. You got the AJ down there, the cards and everything. You got the dice there, the Lucky 7 dice. Just a beautiful little boot knife there. Yeah, the high roller. How could I get rid of this? I couldn't. No way could I get rid of this knife. And another knife that they mentioned, and it showed up very soon after last year, about probably third, fourth episode or something last year. There she is, though. Let her dance across the stage again. The lucky lady stiletto. Yeah. And you know how I feel about stilettos. I have said repeated. This is one of the knives that I said everybody should experience. Everybody should experience a stiletto. And this is a nice, beautiful little stiletto. Yeah, it's a bit of a novelty knife, but you got the lucky lady there. She just dances across the handle. You got a nice blade going on. It doesn't flip open like you get with that with my green skull stiletto, but this is a beautiful stiletto. And I ain't getting rid of any stiletto, I'll tell you that much right now. Matter of fact, Little Skip will probably be highlighting this one in a future video pretty soon. So you'll be seeing the lucky lady again. And she's just a beautiful knife, beautiful stiletto. The lucky lady stiletto. She ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I couldn't get rid of her. How am I supposed to choose between the lucky lady stiletto and the green skull stiletto? I can't do it. I just can't do it. This knife is probably worth about 20 bucks maybe. I ain't gonna sell it for 200. This is a knife to stay in my collection. It was hard for me to find to begin with. Why in the world would I want to get rid of it once I got it? You know what I mean? I didn't even know she existed. And then when I found her, like, man, you know how that is? It's like, it was that knife that I never knew I wanted until I saw it, and it's like, I need this knife. I want this knife. And it's stuck, it's here. It ain't going nowhere. Then another knife, what did I do now? I did this, right? I did the high roller. No, this ain't the high, that's the Navaja. Did that. I did the high roller. And I did the lucky lady stiletto. You know what knife no one mentioned? And I was kind of surprised because she is like a knife that people always say, hey, why don't you break out the Cougar of the Volcano Club? No one mentioned it. I cannot believe that. And this is another knife that ain't going nowhere. The Cougar of the Volcano Club. Rawr! Yeah, buddy. This is just a beautiful knife. I know it's just a wall hanger. Well, Harvey wall hanger. You can see that. Blade's not sharp. You got a beautiful little design there on the back. You got the Cougar paw. You got the wonderful little teardrop turquoise piece there. Got the little arrowhead there. And the beautiful molded Cougar head there. It's just a fabulous knife. It's not for everybody, I get that. But it is for me and it is for the Volcano Club. I mean, she is hanging here in the Volcano Club. Yeah, we have our resident Cougar who's always hanging around the Volcano Club. In our case, it is a Cougar knife, and she ain't going nowhere. The Volcano Club would not be the Volcano Club without our resident Cougar knife. So she's got to stay. My Cougar is just as important as this one right here. I can't go anywhere without my fishy wading tool, and, well, what's the point of coming to the Volcano Club if you can't see a Cougar, right? So both of these are important. I need this one to open up the bottles of wine and open up the bottles of beer and all that other stuff. And I just need a Cougar hanging around the Volcano Club because both of them bring you here. So that's all that going on there. Now, I know what you're thinking. I could also maybe use the Cougar knife here as my champagne sword, to savor a bottle of champagne. But nah, I would never do that. That's what this is here for. I'm going to be using this from now on for savoring that bottle of champagne and cutting up the tough fruits. Yeah, like the pineapples, the coconuts, stuff like that. Fresh coconuts in our pina coladas, you know what I mean? Not to mention fresh pineapple. So we need this knife for that. So both knives are important. Can't get rid of either of them. And so you know what I decided to do? Is I broke out Gris-Gris. Yeah, buddy. I know what you're saying. Not a Gris-Gris. It's a Gris-Gris. No, his name is Gris-Gris. He's Gris-Gris the Gris-Gris. And you know what he's going to do? He is going to cast a spell. And it's going to be a spell of protection for the entire Volcano Club. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Come on, Gris-Gris. You going to do it for me?
As it is spoken, it shall be.
Yeah, I know. You saw my lips moving. Well, that was him speaking, because when he looks at me, he talks through my voice. But right now, we got to get him going. Come on, Gris-Gris. Come on, Gris-Gris. Cast that spell. Cast that spell. Ready? Cast it. All the lives in the Volcano Club shall remain in the Volcano Club. All the lives in the Volcano Club shall remain in the Volcano Club. No knives will have to leave. All knives can stay. All knives can stay. It has been said, so it shall be done. All right, there you go. It's all solved. Thanks a lot, Gris-Gris. The Gris-Gris, the Gris-Gris. Oh, please don't curse me. I didn't mean to say your name wrong.
You are forgiven.
Oh, for sure he's gonna kill me. He had that look in his eyes. He's Gris-Gris the Gris-Gris. And what he has said is to be. So none of the knives of the Volcano Club shall ever have to leave. They can leave if they want to. Well, probably not even then, because Gris-Gris has spoken. Skip out. Alright! There you have it, all you knife chatters. It's been your old pal, Skip DeSheau's. Another fun Knife Friday in the books. Remember, if your knife's not fun, you're doing it wrong. Skip out.
If your knife's not fun, you're doing it wrong, and Skip Out are registered trademarks of Skip DeSheau Enterprises. This has been a Cat Production presentation. All rights reserved.